Hey guys, what's going on? Bringing the Week 3 matchups as promised. Got some big matchups this week in Week 3. Lot of high point totals that are projected. I don't understand. There are some big matchups. A lot of points scored last week. As you guys know, only two teams didn't touch triple digits last week. So a lot of points to go around. A lot of projection totals are crazy. I see some 125, some 133 projections, some 122s. A lot of points projected, so I don't know if we're really going to hit those marks, but a lot of projection totals, which high projection points make a lot of fun and kind of shit talking and stuff. So let's just jump right into it. Let's jump off with the first matchup on the page. I got Kiss My Ash at Polish Pounder, so Ashley against me. I'm looking at Ashley's team. I see two 20-point projections with Philip Rivers and Adrian Peterson. She's pretty much got me beat at those positions, checkmark wise, and Jermichael Finley as well. I got her beat in every other category, but we all know that's usually bullshit. The checkmarks don't give too much of an indication on the week. I do have some favorable matchups with Ryan Matthews projected at 18, Vincent Jackson at 22. Hopefully LaShawn McCoy can continue his pace at 20-something points a week, and I need Josh Freeman to turn it around. But this one's going to be a lot closer than projected. I think even Ashley can pull the upset on this one. Her team can score. Her running backs went crazy last week. So did Jeremy Maclin, who is one of those home run guys where you're going to get 26 points one week and 4 points the next. So hopefully he keeps that kind of up-down trend and hits the down point this week. But, projection totals are really close. It's really hard to say who's going to win this one. I'm hoping I pull it out maybe, 105 to 98. In a victory like that. That's kind of what I'm projecting. But yeah, big matchup to watch there as we're both 1-1, same division, kind of pushing for that top spot early. On to the next matchup, Bolingbrook Blue Ballers against Make It Wayne. So John is taking on Eric. Point totals are really close in this one. Arian Foster is going to be sitting for Eric. Doesn't look like he's going to play this week. Beanie Wells has continued to kind of impress, and he's putting up double-digit, points, 16 and 15 in the last 2 weeks. Greg Jennings has been consistent as well as Reggie Wayne. Aaron Hernandez has been a solid stud tight end, but he's doubtful this week, probably won't play. So Eric's going to get some pretty good point totals. I'm going to hop to John's team here real quick. Michael Turner with 18 projected points. Mendenhall with 14. He's consistently projected throughout his lineup, and that's why I'm going to go with John in this one. He's starting Ryan Fitzpatrick, who's been hot, sitting Matt Ryan, who's questionable with the knee injury. You got Jason Witten, who's a lock for like 100 yards a week. I'm going to go with John in this one, probably 101 to 86 in favor of John. John's going to hop to 3-0, push Eric down to 1-2. Should be a fun matchup to watch, though, because it could be a lot closer than we think. On to my matchup of the week. This one, and I'll drink to this one. This one's going to be as good as advertised. You got Nico, who's 0-2, really needs a win. Brock, 2-0, leading the league in scoring, continues to put up crazy points. And without really the production of his number one pick, Chris Johnson, who's really struggled this year and looks to turn the corner this week, but he's only put up 4 points in week 1, 6 points in week 2. Project him at 23 this week, and this could be his breakout game, or it could be another rusty performance from the holdout. But you look at it, he's got Stafford projected at 18, Chris Johnson 23, Calvin Johnson 20, Mike Wallace at 16. He's got crazy point projections this week. And we know he can score, so who's not to believe that he won't put up these point totals. So look out for this matchup. Nico's got 17 from Drew Brees projected, 24 from Ray Rice. Starting Daniel Thomas. He's got a lot of injury bugs. No Sean Moreno, Marcus Colston. But he's still going to get good points from Kenny Britt, Larry Fitzgerald. So look for Nico maybe to bounce back in this one. It's an uphill battle against a good team. Is it this so-called trap game where he gets that first win, 0-2 against a 2-0? Like I said, it's a tough game, but I'm projecting a blowout by Brock. You just got to with those point totals. I'm projecting maybe 112 to 101. Because Nico's going to put up the points this week. Drew Brees, he's way more than 17. He'll get you 24, 25. Ray Rice, probably around 20. Mike Williams, I see him maybe getting 1 to 2 touchdowns this week. I think he'll get more than projected 9. Maybe I projected Nico a little high, but we'll see. This is definitely the matchup to watch this week. On the Titletown USA versus the Regulators, Jared 0-2 against Jobby, who's 1-1. Jobby, had Mike Vick get the concussion this week. Everyone's kind of, is he going to play? Is he not going to play? He's going to play this week. Projected to get 17. Mike Vick's a stud. He's got 22 points in week 1. Week 3, he struggled mightily against Atlanta. 2 touchdowns, but a pick and 3 fumbles. Had a really rough go-around. But Jobby's got double-digit projections against, from everybody except Antonio Gates, which is weird. But, he's hurt. He's always hurt. But, maybe he'll come back. Phillip Rivers, possibly connecting with him. It's his favorite target. Hopefully he connects with Vincent Jackson more. But regardless, Jobby projected a lot of points. But I'm really going to go with Jared on this one. I think Jared might pull his first victory out of the year. Not hating on Jobby's team at all. But, Aaron Rodgers is a stud. Locks it down for at least 20 to 25 a week. Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, guaranteed a touchdown pretty much every week. DeAngelo Williams, really looking for him to come around this week. He was the number 1 back 2 years ago. And he's still young, so I see him maybe turning it on. He's got Andre Johnson, Akeem Nicks. Jared's earned the check marks in this one, and I think he's going to pull out the victory for his first one of the year. Point total wise, I'm going to say it's a low scoring game, maybe on the sides of Jared 97, Jobby 82. Don't know, ask me where I get these numbers from. I'm just guessing, and they're probably all wrong. So on to the last matchup of the week. We got Team Badasses versus Let Me See Your O-Face. We got 2 1-1 teams squaring off here. We got Aaron against Mike. Mike's got a lot of good projections here, especially for his running backs. He's got Jones, Drew, McFadden, and Steven Jackson projected at a total of 42 points combined with the 3 of them. Should be, fun matchup to watch here. Like I said, Roethlisberger getting 15. Devery Henderson, he's really kind of screwed at the receiver position since Miles Austin went down with the injury. Braylon Edwards is out as well, so he's got to start Marshall and Henderson. So, Henderson's that big play guy. Look what he did against the Bears last week, but, the guy could go 1 catch for 20 yards, and that's it. Finally starting Gronkowski, who's the number 1 tight end. He's averaging 17 points a week. Projected at 13, so we'll see if he can keep the streak going. On the Aaron's team, he's got Tom Brady and Forte projected in the 20s, Javid Best projected at 18, Steve Smith in the 15s. He's got to start Reggie Bush, which is tough. Losing Jamal Charles for the year is a big hit to Aaron, especially a first-time fantasy owner. Losing your first pick is a really tough hill to climb, trying to get in that win count the rest of the season and make the playoffs. But he's stacked up at running backs, and it could really help him down the stretch. Having Tom Brady is, a lock for 24, 25, even 30 points a week. Not 30, but, on occasion against those matchups. I could really see Aaron winning this matchup, and I'm actually going to pick Aaron to win this matchup about 94 to 86 in favor of Aaron. I want to say he jumps to 2-1, drops Mike to 1-2. Aaron just having Tom Brady and Forte. Forte is the focal point of the offense for the Bears, and I think he continues his dominance. He's, into that top 5 back, in my opinion, because he can catch and because he can run. So look for Forte to continue. So guys, that's the matchups for this week, week 3. Good luck this week to all the owners. A lot of fun matchups to watch. A lot of scoring going on. If you have any questions, please post. If you check out the post Brock did with that crazy football pass for the high school game, that was unreal. I couldn't believe it when I seen it. Just crazy. We got the rankings are out this week. Jared, put some guys higher than I believe, maybe even some guys lower than I thought, but Brock's got a good power rankings on the league page as well. So check that out, vote on the polls, comment on the rankings, comment on the matchups. The biggest thing is, go through, vote for who you think's going to win the matchup. comment on the pages. It's really fun to kind of get interactive with it. The owners appreciate it, and it's fun because it, kind of a shit talking feature that the ESPN sets up for us. So we can comment back and forth on matchups. So it should be a really good week. Look for a lot of teams. A couple guys looking to go 3-0, a couple teams avoiding going 0-3. So we'll really see what happens on Sunday and Monday. But stay tuned, guys. Stay active and have fun. And good luck this week. All right, later, guys.